Hi everyone, my name is Ravi Prakash and welcome to first class of percentages. Percentages, super important topic. Every line I say, every question I solve, so important in this percentage topic, right? Because this will build up your foundation to solve all the arithmetic problems, all the calculations, all the data interpretation sets, right? Everywhere this percentage will help. Okay, you have to be very good at percentages, solving percentages. I hope you have watched speed math. We have watched those speed maths videos where we discussed how to do fast calculation in percentages, right? So all those things very important. Percentages. Okay. So before percentages, please watch those speed maths videos, right? To further boost up your uh, confidence in percentages. Okay. So let's start percentages one. First class of percentages, right? Now see here. First we'll see all the fraction to percentage conversion. We should remember it, right? Fraction to percentage conversion. Like starting from 1 by 1. So obviously 1 by 1 is what? 1 by 1 is 100%. Right? 1 by 2. What is 1 by 2? 50%. We should remember till 1 by 19. Okay. What is 1 by 3? 33.33%. Right? What I'm doing actually is any fraction multiplied by 100 will give me the percentage value, right? So half into 100 is what? 50. So 50%. Okay, 1 by 3 into 100, so it is 100 by 3. What is 100 by 3? 33.33. So when you multiply any fraction by percentage 100, it becomes percentages, right? Because what does percentage means? Percentages means per 100. Percentages means per 100. Okay, percent cent means 100. Okay, so percent, the cent is in century word also. Century contains cent, right? So cent means 100, century means 100. Okay, so again, so do all this, right? Now 1 by 4 can calculate. You can remember easily also, right? What is 1 by 4? 1 by 4 into 100 is what? 1 by 4 into 100, 25%. Okay, 1 by 5 into 100 is what? 20%. Okay, now 1 by 6. Now you can connect this now. You can connect it now. What is 1 by 6 here? You see, 1 by 3 half is 1 by 6. So what is 33.33 half? 16.66%. Correct? Now what is 1 by 7? So what is 1 by 7? So again, now 7 you can't connect with the previous one because 1 by 7 it is, right? 1 by 7. When you multiply it by 100, it becomes 100 by 7. So I know 7 14 ja 98 and 2 is left. So 14 plus 2 by 7. It is written by 14 2 by 7. But in decimal, right? So 1 by 7 is approximately 0.14. 1 by 7 is approximately 0.14. So 2 by 7 is approximately 0.28. Can remember it? 14.28% is. Okay. 1 by 7, 14.28%. Easy to remember also because 7 2 ja 14, 14 2 ja 28. So it's easy to remember. Then 1 by 8. 1 by 8 is what? It is half of 1 by 4. What is 1 by 4? 25%. What is half of 25? 12.5%. 1 by 9. Again, 9 is not a prime number. You can easily connect with any previous one. 1 by 9 is what? 1 by 9 is 1/3 of 1 by 3. 1 by 9 is 1/3 of 1 by 3. What is 1 by 3? 33.33. It's 1/3. How much? 11.11%. Okay. 1 by 10 is obviously 10%. I should not write this. Okay. 1 by 10 is 10%. 1 by 10 multiplied by 100. 10%. 1 by 11. Now again, you solve like this. 1 by 11 into 100. So see, 1 by 11 into 100. Let me write here. Each step is so important, right? How to calculate. Making calculation here. Your calculation making fast. Okay. 1 by 11 into 100. 11 9 ja 99. So 9 plus 1 by 11 is left. This is 9 1 by 11 in mixed fraction. In mixed fraction, this plus sign is hidden. Okay, 9 1 by 11. So 9 1 by 11 means what? What is 1 by 11? 1 by 11 is approximately 0.09. So it is how much? It is 9.09%. Okay. Now 1 by 12. So how much 1 by 12? 1 by, again, 12 is not a prime number. Now we can connect with any previous one value. So 1 by 12 is half of 1 by 6. What is 1 by 6? 16.66%. Okay. Half of 16.66%. 8.33%. What is 1 by 13? 1 by 13 is what? 7.7%. Okay, 7.7%. Remember it? 1 by 13 is 7.7%. 7.69 to be exact, but you can remember 7.7. So 1 by 14. What is 1 by 14? Half of 1 by 7. 14.28 half is how much? 7.14%. You remember this value, right? Remembering is so important till 1 by 19. Now 1 by 15. Now what is 1 by 15? It is 1/3 of 1 by 5. It is 1/3 of 1 by 5. What is 1 by 5? 20%. 1/3 of 20%. How much? 6.66%. Okay, 20 by 3 is 6.66. 1 by 16. What is 1 by 16? It is half of 1 by 8. What is 1 by 8? 12.5. 12.5 half is how much? 6.25%. Okay. 1 by 17. What is 1 by 17? So you can remember here 1 by 17 is 5.88%. Right, you can sense this value actually. So 1 by this kind of values, right, when it get tougher now for 1 by 17 and all. So 1 by 17 into 100 if you multiply. So 1 by 17 into 100. How much it is? So 17 6 ja 102. So it is just slightly less than 6. Slightly less than 6, right? Because 17 into 6 is 102. Slightly less than 6, 5.88%. So this kind of approximation you can do. Okay. Now 1 by 18. 1 by 18. What is 1 by 18? It is half of 9.09. Sorry, it is half of 1 by 9. What is half of 1 by, what is 1 by 9? 11.11. What is half of 11.11? So 11.1 half is what? 5.55. What is 1 by 19? So 1 by 19 is what? It is 5, you remember, 5.26%. See, I'll discuss 1 by 19 also. This approximations you should understand. 1 by 19 when multiplied by 100, it becomes 19 5 ja 95. 5 is left because it is 100 here. 5 plus 5 by 19. Now what is value of 5 by 19? So had it been 5 by 20, so 5 by 20 was exactly 1 by 4. What is 1 by 4? 0.25, right? Had it been 5 by 20. So 5 by 20 is exactly 1 by 4, that is 0.25. But it is 5 by 19. So 5 by then 5 by 20 is slightly more because denominator is less, so fraction is more. So slightly more. So 0.25 slightly more, right? So we write here 0.26, that's why. Okay. So what is 1 by 19? Around 5.26%. Right? This kind of approximations you can make. Very important, this data. Very important. Okay. Because this is only the unique table, right? Now we can again derive many values from here and many questions we can frame from here. Okay. So very important data. Right? Okay. Now you should apply this kind of funda. Right? Then when you see, suppose I want to calculate value of 1 by 23. Okay, so what is 1 by 23 now? So again you multiply by 100. 23 into 4 is 92. 8 is left, 8 by 23. So again you can sense here, okay, if it was 8 by 24, perfectly 1 by 3, that is 0.33. But it is 8 by 23 here. That means a little bit more than 8 by 24. That means little bit more than 0.33. So you can write it as 4.34. Slight more than 0.33, 0.34. So what is 1 by 23? 4.34%, right? This kind of approximation you should understand. You should understand this kind of approximations. Okay, I hope it is clear, this part. Okay, now come to next part here. So how to derive values from the table, right? Suppose now I'm writing all those important values which are used throughout the quant. Okay, we will find these numbers throughout the quant every time. Okay, and it will be used from table only. So I hope you've written table in the notebook. Okay, so see, 12. Suppose I need to find the value of what is the 37.5% of, okay, of 640. So this is how table are used, right? 37.5%, a special number itself, right? So again, what is the series now? To see 37.5. So you see some 0.5 in the series, right? You search for some 0.5 percentage, you will see that 1 by 8 is 12.5%, right? There's a whole series you should remember. Just 12.5 series, I say 12.5. Then the next number is 3 by 8, that is 37.5%. Because 12.1 by 8 multiplied by 3. So 12.5 multiplied by 3, 37.5. Then 5 by 8. Okay, let me write it here. Okay, because very important data I am writing here. Okay, so since 1 by 8 is 12.5%, that means 3 by 8 is 37.5%. Okay, what is 5 by 8? So 12.5 into 5, that is 62.5%. What is 7 by 8? 12.5 into 7, that is 87.5%. These values you should remember. Okay, so if you remember, things will become very easy. 37.5%, that means 3 by 8. 3 by 8 of 640. You cancel it. 8 8 just 64, 80 times. What is 80 into 3? 240. Right, so it becomes so easy to calculate value of 37.5% of 640. Very easy to calculate the value. Okay, now suppose 18.75% of 18.75% of 176. Right, now looks like a tough question. It is actually not. Again, if you get the funda, from where does 18.75% comes, right? You directly see from here itself. Okay, it is 18.75 is the half of 37.5, right? 37.5 half is 18.75. What is 37.5? 3 by 8. What is 18.75%? Half of 3 by 8, that is 3 by 16. So if you get 3 by 16, so you can now sense it. Okay, 1 by 16 was 6.25%. So from here also I can connect. Why 1 by 16 was 6.25%? Because 1 by 8 was 12.5%. Half of it. So 1 by 16, 6.25. 6.25 into 3. 6.25 into 3 is 18.75%, right? Into 3. So that means it is 3 by 16. So it becomes very easy. Job becomes very easy, right? 3 by 16 into 176. You can cancel here 11 times. What is the answer? Answer is 33. Such a beautiful numbers these are, right? To directly get the fraction value and just solve it. Okay, so you got to be familiar with this kind of numbers. Okay, 37.5, 18.75, all the numbers I'll write one by one. Okay, see how many numbers I've covered here. So many numbers. 87.5, 62.5, 37.5, 18.75, other than the table, right? So these are very important concepts. Okay, now 83.33% of 83.33% of, now let's say take any number, take 606. Again, looks like a tough question, but it is not. What is 83.33 if you can connect, right? Many ways to connect. 83.33 if you remember, 1 by 12 is 8.33%. This is 10, 83.33 is 10 times of 8.33, right? 10 times. 1 by 12, 10 times, so 10 by 12. 10 by 12 is 83.33%. Can cancel 10 by 12, how much it is? 5 by 6. 5 by 6. Therefore, 5 by 6 is 83.33%. One more thing you can do, right? You can do is just break this, right? 83.33%. So problem is with this, due to this decimal part, right? 0.33. So see in a table, where does 0.33 come in decimal part? So you can see it 33.33%. Okay, so you can break this as 50% plus 33.33%. Okay, 50% plus 33.33%. What is 50%? 1 by 2. What is 33.33%? 1 by 3. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3, how much? 5 by 6. That is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 is what? It is 5 by 6. So 5 by 6, right? So 5 by 6 is 83.33%. Okay, 5 by 6 is 83.33%. What is the answer here? So this value is ultimately right. Either you go by 1 by 12 way, or you go by just breaking these numbers, right? What is the value of 83.33%? 5 by 6. Remember it. Very important value. 83.33. You will see lots of time this kind of numbers in percentage and quant, right? So 5 by 6 of 606. You can cancel 101 times. So 101 into 5 is what? 505. So 505 is the answer. Right. So all these are very nice numbers we are discussing. Okay, next one. 43.75% off. Right, 43.75% of 352. Now what is this 43.75%? Again, if you see here, you can solve this like 43.75%. Okay, it is like 50% minus 6.25%. You can break like this. 50% is 1 by 2, 6.25 is 1 by 16. Okay, so this is how much? This is 7 by 16. Okay, one similar number is 56.25%. Okay, so it is 50% plus 6.25%. That is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 16. That is 9 by 16. So two important numbers here, right? 43.75% and 56.25%. Right? These numbers you'll see while solving questions further in quant. Okay, so remember these values. 7 by 16, 9 by 16. Okay, so you can simply solve it now. This is how much this is? 7 by 16 into 352. So solve it now. 16 2 ja 32 and 2. 22 into 7. 20 into 7 140. 2 into 7 14. 140 plus 14 154. So this is the answer. Right. So all these numbers you got to remember. Okay. Now next thing we'll discuss. Next thing will be multiplying factor. Okay, multiplying factor in percentages. Okay, what is multiplying factor? You see all these concepts we are doing and doing small problems, but very important problems, right? Whole percentage will be used in throughout in profit and loss, SICI, whole arithmetic, mixtures. Okay, time and distance, time and work, everywhere. Some question numbers also, right? Everywhere, data interpretation, everywhere percentage is there. So percentage you understand thoroughly. Every line you will listen and you solve these questions, right? We'll be doing lots of good coverage of questions, good variety of questions in this. Okay, but now what is multiplying factor, right? Multiplying factor, as a name suggests, by what factor I should multiply. Okay, by what factor should we multiply? This is the meaning of multiplying factor, right? Multiplying factor. So see here, suppose a number here is, see, it will be used, it is very useful in this kind of question. Suppose I give you a question, 840 is a number, right? You have to decrease 87.5% decrease. What is the value? Okay, so in this kind of question, it is very useful, right? It's doing multiplying factor. So it is basically one step up, right? One step up means while solving, we can do that one step in mind and directly we can write and get the answer. It will be faster if you understand this, right? See, what is multiplying factor now? So if I solve for 87.5%, okay, so let's say a number is x. Let's say a number is x. I'm decreasing 20% on x. What is the result? You can write result as, okay, x minus 20% of x. This is what you'll write normally. X minus 1 by 5 of x. Okay, this becomes x into 4 by 5, right? I'm talking about this, x into 4 by 5. This is what I'm talking about, my multiplying factor. Sorry, my multiplying factor, right? X to be decreased by 20%, by what factor I should multiply it? 4 by 5. This is the multiplying factor, right? Similarly here also, x is decreased by 87.5%. X is decreased by 87.5%. By what factor I should multiply? So what is 87.5%? 7 by 8. So x minus 7 by 8 of x I can write. The discussion last slide, right? 87.5% is what? 7 by 8. 12.5% 1 by 8. 87.5% 7 by 8. So what is the result? Result is x into 1 by 8. This is my multiplying factor. This is my multiplying factor, right? By what factor I should multiply to get the result? So x being decreased by 7.5%, simply multiply by 1 by 8. So what is the answer here? 840 decreased by 87.5%, simply multiply by 1 by 8. So 8 8 ja 64. So answer is what? Answer is 80. Sorry, not 8 8 is 64. I'm sorry. It is 840. Yeah. Okay. So it is 105. So 105 is the answer. Okay. So how to get this quickly? Now get this funda in mind. Multiplying factor is found by when you do the operation when you do the operation with fractions in a question, right? Suppose this question. So x minus 20% of x. So x minus 1 by 5 of x, right? So I've done all the operation here. X minus 1 by 5 of x. What is 1 x into what is x? You take common. So once you take x as common, we break this step. You take x as common. It becomes 1 minus 1 by 5, right? So always this x will come as common, and this is always 1. Here also, right? Here also. Again, I will skip this step. But what is it? What if I write this step here? The step will look like x you take common here. So if you take x common, 1 minus 7 by 8. Okay, 1 minus 7 by 8. Right. So this is 1 minus 7 by 8. What is the value here? 7 by 8. This value is 7 by 8. So since decreasing, so 1 minus 7 by 8. Okay. Since if it is increasing, right? If something is increasing here, you can see if something is increasing. For suppose x is being increased by 25%. It's like x plus 1 by 4 of x. It's like x into 1 plus 1 by 4. It's like x into 5 by 4. This 5 by 4 is my multiplying factor, 5 by 4, right? What is this 1 plus 1 by 4? So you see here, what is 1 by 4? So 1 by 4 is our 25% value. Why 1 plus? Because it is increasing. Here 7 by 8 is our 87.5% decrease. Why 1 minus? Because it is decreasing. Here also, what is 1 by 5? 1 by 5 is our 20% value. Why 1 minus 1 by 5? Because decreasing. So always we can generalize it now that to calculate multiplying factor. So multiplying factor is always, in case of increase, it is 1 plus the fraction value. In case of decrease, it is 1 minus the fraction value. Okay. So 1 plus fraction value. What is multiplying factor? Multiplying factor. Okay. 1 plus fraction value and 1 minus fraction value. Always, right? So for in one step, if I want to write here, suppose if I take example 37 point, sorry, not 37, 648 if decreased by 37.5%. What is the result? I should directly write 648 into 5 by 8 is the answer, and solve it, right? 8 into 81. What is the answer? Answer is 405. Directly I should do. Why 8 now? Why 8 for 48 into 5 by 8? Because 37.5%. 37.5%, it is what? It is 3 by 8 decrease. For 3 by 8 decrease, what is the multiplying factor? For decrease, 1 minus fraction value. So 1 minus 3 by 8, that is 5 by 8 should be the multiplying factor. Right, so simply 648 into 5 by 8. Simply, that's it. Right. In one step solution. Okay, last slide we did this. Okay, 840 to be decreased by 87.5%. So think in mind. Okay, what is the fraction value at 87.5%? 7 by 8. So 7 by 8 decrease. So 840 into what? Into 1 minus, for decrease, 1 minus 7 by 8. That is 1 by 8. That's it. What is the answer? Answer is 105. Cancel it. 105. This 1 by 8 is the multiplying factor, right? Because 7 by 8 decrease means what? Again, what is the multiplying factor? 7 by 8 decrease. 1 minus 7 by 8 is the multiplying factor. That is 1 by 8. That is 1 minus fraction value. 1 minus 7 by 8. Right? So easy, so fast it is. So easy and so fast. Okay. Now see, 1212 when decreased by 83.33%. Or let's say this time increase by 83.33%. What I should do? 1212 into, now what is 83.33% fraction value? 5 by 6. So 5 by 6 increase. 5 by 6 increase. What is the fraction value? 1 plus 5 by 6. Increase. So 1 plus fraction now. Okay. So 1 plus 5 by 6, that is 11 by 6. 11 by 6. Okay. Cancelled. 202 times. So 202 into 11. Right. As it is 202 into 11. It is how much? Tell me. 11 into 2 is 22. And 11 into 20 is what? See, 11, you can 202 into 11. How you can break it? 200 into 11. Sorry, 200 into 11 is 2200, and 2 into 11 is 22, so it is 22. That's it. This is the answer, right? So why 11 by 6? Again same reason, because 5 by 6 increase, so this 5 by 6 increase is equal to multiplying factor of what? 1 plus 5 by 6, that is 11 by 6. This is what 11 by 6. So increase 1 plus fraction value, decrease 1 minus fraction value. Okay, so we'll continue this in next video. Thank you.